Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.
What's good, Josh? Your boy Chris Hovers. We are back with another episode of Solo Dolo, the podcast. Y'all know I don't even know if I still I don't even know if that's really the official name. Y'all know I just like saying that at this point. But if you search Chris Hovers in your favorite podcast platforms, you will find a podcast. I've been thinking about renaming everything under Solo Dolo. Still thinking about it. I don't know. I just know I like saying it. I guess that's just my tagline or catchphrase, whatever you want to call it, man. But listen, we back with another video, another episode of Solo Dolo. You are now rocking Solo Dolo with your boy. I done said Solo Dolo about 5 times already, but we here. Man, so much to catch y'all up on as always. Check me out, first of all. Let's get into that real quick. Check me out. We can go far from head to waistline because I ain't got no socks or none of that or pants yet. But man, check it out, man. We can go far.com. Cop you a hat, cop you a hoodie. I know it's hot, but when it get cold again, you gonna be goody. Let's go. See, I'm getting good at this, man. I'm getting good at this. Let's go. Man, whole lot of things to catch up on, y'all. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a very weird space in my life. I'm trying to figure out where to go. What direction should I take? I'm thinking about this. Those might be the video titles right there. But yeah, man. What direction, man? What direction to take in life right now? Because I just got finished basically being the director of media for a festival, community festival with Pain into ATL. I'm no longer the director of media for Pain into ATL. That partnership has now finished. And I'm trying to figure out what my life looks like now, and or at least how to get back to what life was before. Or let's say not what life was before, but what it should be now moving forward. Now that I have all this time and energy back, participating in that festival as a director of media came with a lot of weight to bear. Good weight though, you know what I'm saying? A lot of growth I just experienced in the span of like what, a month or two. Is crazy. But yeah, man. It's funny, I was talking with my homie Julian and he was just telling me like, man, you can't go back. You can't go back to what life was. You've grown from that now. That version of Chris Hovers is no longer. You have to now understand who you are as the Chris Hovers who was just director of media. Not just director of media, but who now is director of media, now that you know that. And it's crazy because before this festival, I didn't really know how to put what I did, the impact I make on a regular basis. I didn't know how to put that into simple words or like one title. I would always throw around, director of content slash or content director slash creator, but it's like that sounds like a lot, bro. Director of media is very fitting, and that's what I do as a digital creator. I direct media. I direct digital media specifically. So yeah, man, I've been learning this new life as a director of media, and the guy to go to for content, for ideas. Excuse me. I just had some grapes. Yes, they were seeded grapes. But anyways, yeah, man, just been trying to figure out this stuff, man. Like is I got all this time and energy back. It's kind of like when you at least for me as a creative, I don't know, some of y'all creatives out there might relate if you work a 9 to 5 as well, and you also have your creativity outside of work. So or if you're just pursuing a business, right? So for me, it's like once I get that free time back, it's like sometimes I don't know what to do with myself. Like I'm like, wow, okay, I got all this time. What do I do with it? And it kind of goes back to what I said in an earlier video. If you're working a 9 to 5 and you're creative, make sure you're writing down what you want to do on your off days. Plan out your off days. And not only that, but see, in a situation like right now, I hadn't been doing it. So now my life feels somewhat out of whack. If I was already writing things down, you know what? Nah, we're not even gonna do that. We're not gonna beat ourselves up. I'm not about to do that. Uh all to say, write things down. If you feel like you're overthinking, write it down. Write out your thoughts. The other day I was at work and I kept feeling this energy of just not being sure where to go, what direction to take, or how to regather my focus and my energy. For me, that can take some time. That can take a lot of time, and I'm learning to pace myself with that and to understand that it's no rush. Like, we on our own time, and ain't nobody rushing us but ourselves at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, man, I saw a post one time. It said, "Whenever you're overthinking, write." And I started writing them in this journal. I just picked up a notepad from work and just started writing out my thoughts. And matter of fact, I should read y'all these thoughts because it was very interesting as I worked through those different things that I was thinking about, and it kind of got me started. It gave me a sense of direction at the end of it all. Like, I actually started to work through it, and yeah, man, it was dope. Let me grab that real quick. So I'm gonna read this out loud, right? This is what I wrote at work. Matter of fact, I dang, I look dope. This is pretty cool. I'm uh I'm looking up above the camera, not actually at the camera, because I have this external HD monitor. It's so dope. It's so clean, and I get to see myself now because my Canon 5D doesn't have a screen that just turns back where you can see it. And like I mentioned in earlier episodes, y'all know I used to have to put my mirror behind the camera, but I didn't even know we had the proper HDMI cord to hook this up from this camera to this display. So this is dope. I get to see myself. I look fresh in the week and go, man, cop you some of it. Cop you some of this, man. Looking clean out here. And then talk nice to look at that. That's dope, man. Blessings. Blessings. More drops on the way. Stay tuned. Let's go, man. All right. Back to this. So my journal entry reads, in this very moment, I have no clue what to do. One moment, I'm the director of media for a community festival. The next, I'm a content creator that everybody admires. Yet, I have no sense of direction at this current moment. It feels like once I do find direction within myself and the things I wish to pursue, life has a funny way of redirecting me every time. And this is facts. I know there's that saying, everything happens for a reason, which it does. But the paradox of this time right now is the fact that I pursue what excites me or what inspires me. However, there are other things that may not excite or inspire me as much, yet I still feel moved to go along with them, especially given I am qualified to do so. I'll call these side gigs for the sake of context while journaling. It seems I'm always the perfect candidate for these side gigs with no other worthy candidate in sight at the time of initial inquiry for help. I'm not sure why this makes me feel obligated to engage or why it feels like maybe this is meant to be at this moment, but I feel the need oh, but I feel the need to trust what really resonates and excites me more than other people trying to pull me aside into endeavors where I could obviously make a significant impact. It is selfish of me. No. Is it selfish of me to be very specific about where I leave my mark? I don't think so. I believe I'm still struggling with trauma caused by my mom once viewing me as selfish during a growth spurt I had as a youth where I ate a lot of food. I must work to understand what is for me and what is not. More importantly, I have to stop being a people pleaser when it comes to other people's creative endeavors. I know that bringing others' visions to life is an attribute of mine that I champion, but I now realize that comes with a great need for proper discernment. Facts. Just because you can bring visions into fruition doesn't mean you should do everything that is offered to you. So now that we know this, where do I go from here? How do I get back to doing things that fulfill my soul? Let's look at what we have going for ourselves. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying my best to read my own words that I spoke. This is crazy. But from there, I started to kind of like work through it. So one, I have the Chris Hovers podcast, which y'all are watching right now. I have We Can Go Far, which y'all see on my head and on my body. And then of course my music, which is out everywhere. So structure these and the rest will fall into proper placement. So yeah, man. Then I started asking myself, what are some monthly goals that are feasible for me right now as a creator? What would I like to accomplish every month? And from there, I started to just write more and more and started to actually work through these things. And I can honestly say that writing has helped me in that sense. Like, if you're overthinking right now or you feel stuck, grab a journal and write through it. Like, that has helped me tremendously in this time. Yeah. I know everybody has kind of started to associate me with the guy that drops the gems and just, I'm not going to say I'm going to try to live up to that. Whatever comes out of this podcast is going to come out. I really try to keep the core of this podcast and the purpose of it, the original and the initial purpose of it. I try to keep that at the forefront of my mind because I don't want to like veer off too far from what actually started producing that content. Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't want to. I was finding myself trying too hard to be that guy, to be a motivational speaker. When in reality, it's not that I'm necessarily a motivational speaker. I'm just speaking my truth and it resonates with other people. So I'm finding that I have to continue to speak my truth and not necessarily get on here to try to motivate people on purpose. Shout out to Jay Shetty. uh, but yeah, trying to think what else I want to talk about, given that that's the case. Uh, I'm about to take a day trip to Destin Beach, Florida. I think it's gonna be real nice. I'm taking a solo trip, so and I'm taking y'all with me. Y'all gonna be rocking solo dolo with your boy in Destin, Florida. So Destin Beach, Florida. The goal is to film at the beach, on the beach, and so yeah, Chris hovers everywhere. Still don't know how I'm gonna formulate that series cinematically, but we here. I'm about to invest in another camera, a more lightweight setup, so I can take y'all everywhere. So y'all can spend the day with me more often and see what my special life holds. I want to talk a little bit about We Can Go Far. And I think I'm going to just go ahead and start here. I started We Can Go Far so that people can wear a brand that helps them recognize their capacity to take whatever they want, whatever they're doing, whatever they're pursuing to great lengths. If you're cutting hair and you're a barber, you can go far with that. If you're a hairstylist, you can go far with that. If you're a single parent, you can still go far. If you're an artist, whether it's music or you draw or you paint, you can go far. This brand is for anybody that has motion. And guess what? This is the kicker. Everybody has motion. because everybody is vibrating, even if you sitting still. Remember, with foundation, awareness, and resilience, we can go far. This is facts. Hold on. Sorry, I had to go relieve myself. Y'all probably can hear it, but my allergies are just, man, them joints is bing, bing, boom, boom, boom. They going crazy on me right now. But yeah, I want to talk about it, man. We can go far. Even if you had kids at an earlier age than other people, you can still go far. Don't let other people's opinion of your timeline of whatever you're doing, whether it's you having kids, whether it's you getting married, whether it's you starting a business, it don't matter. Like, people are always going to project their own fears and insecurities onto what is going on in your life if it's not on their timeline. And the thing is, you'll never be on the same timeline. Even if you had kids the same time as somebody else, you're going to be learning different things at different times because y'all are different people. Y'all come from different backgrounds. Y'all have different family dynamics, like different interpersonal dynamics. I say all that to say, no matter the situation, we can still go far. All of us. Even if you lost your job, we can still go far. Let's talk about it. Understand this. Before you had that job, you already had everything you needed in you to be qualified to get it in the first place. So what makes you think that you can't get another one, or that you can't get an even greater opportunity? Regardless, we can go far. And I'm going to just speak on a couple of these situations. These are just for people that I know. I'm speaking to people that I really know, stories that I really personally know. Even if you didn't finish college, you can still go far. It doesn't matter whether you have a degree or not. How resourceful are you? Can you take information that is given to you and utilize it and take action? Because anybody can hold all the information, but if you're not taking action on it, you just sitting there book smart, which is cool. It's cool. But as long as you taking action, we can go far. Damn. It's crazy. Even if you feel like you lost it all, understand that you had everything in you necessary and required to get everything that you lost in the first place. So you can always get it again. And even more. Talk about it. I feel like I have a message to people out there, to creators out there. Creators, creatives, musicians. Keep going. Real talk. Keep going. Keep making plays. Keep making plays. Especially when you feel like nobody looking at you right now. When you feel like, oh, the spotlight not on you. Nah, keep making plays. All this stuff that you see on social media, this is just the highlight reel. Keep making plays. Keep making plays behind the scenes. Real talk. All right. I don't want to get into that mode of trying to just motivate y'all on purpose, but I just felt the need to speak on those things. We're going to wrap it up here. If you haven't already, go to weecangofar.com. Cop you some. Send it to a friend. Wear something that stands for you. Something that stands for your pursuit of happiness and success, whatever that means. Something that stands for your capacity to be great. It's your boy, Chris Hovers. You just rocked out solo dolo with me. Peace. Blessings on to you.
Hey, yo, Chris, where you at? I'm in town.